Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, like months. I won't get into too long of a spiel, but pretty much I was finishing my degree, my thesis slash capstone, whatever you want to call it, and I'm done. I'm done school. 4 years of school. And now what? I don't know. Anyways, let's not talk about that. So I'm back at you today with another video, a sewing video, which I haven't done in a minute either. So I'm very excited. Today I'm going to be making a little summer dress. And summer is my favorite season and I am so excited for summer. It's currently raining. It's been raining here for the past like 4 days, so I'm very excited to put this dress on. And well, I've made it already, but I'm gonna show you how I made it, or me making it, and then show you the finished result. So I hope you enjoy, yeah, so let's get into the video. So this is the fabric that I'm working with today. It is a very fun and colorful floral cotton print that I bought on a whim, and here is the dress that I have designed. I started off making my pattern, and as you can tell, I went through quite a few renditions before coming to a mock-up that I liked, which is also why I didn't film this part of the process, or else we'd be here all day. So here is the mock-up. So here are the pattern pieces that I ended up with: a front piece, a back piece, and a sleeve. Although in the end I decided to stitch rip my mock-up and use the pieces as pattern pieces, just for more accuracy. Don't worry folks, I'm still cutting my fabric on the floor. Some things never change. So here I am laying down the pattern pieces onto white cotton that I will be using as lining, but only for the top portion of the dress, not for the skirt. It's hard to see what I'm doing here, but I'm just sewing the darts. I sewed the lining pieces together at the shoulders and then did the same for the fashion fabric. I then pinned the lining and the fashion fabric together, good sides facing each other. That way I can sew along the neckline and be able to flip it inside out and then top stitch along the edges. Once I stitched around the neckline, I was able to flip it over and just look at how nice those seams look. Although before top stitching it down, I flipped it back over and cut a small slit in the corners of the neckline so that it would lay flat and give me the crisp result that I want. Because I'm flatlining the rest of this garment, the side seams will be exposed on the inside, so I decided to serge all the seams that will be exposed just for cleanliness. So now with the side seams serged, I am just sewing them all together. Now for the sleeves. I love poofy sleeves. They're just so fun and fairly easy to do in my opinion. So here are the sleeves. I didn't use any lining for them because I thought it was unnecessary and would just create excess bulk. So I am just pinning them down on the underseam of the sleeve to sew those together. And now that the underside of the sleeves have been sewn together, I am just marking with fabric chalk where I want the gathers in the sleeve to start and stop. And now I'm just sewing in between where I marked with the fabric chalk using a wide stitch on my machine so I can gather it later. And now I'm just pinning the sleeve to the armhole question mark, the place where your arms come out of, and going to be sewing that down. I'm now creating the casing for the elastic to feed through, which will give the sleeve its cute fluffy poof. I'm basically just doing a double folded hem, but leaving enough space from the edge of the sleeve to the stitching which will fit the elastic. I'm also serging the raw edge of where the sleeve and the body portion of the top meet. And here is the top portion of the dress all completed, minus the zipper. It's just pinned at the back, but I'm almost there. I'm almost done. So for the skirt portion of the dress, I decided to go with a gathered skirt, which is great because it's just basically one long rectangle that I've gathered. So that's what I'm doing now, just measuring out how long I want it to be and then cutting it. I made it on the longer side just because, you know, I'm never sure, especially because I'm so tall, it can be kind of deceiving once I actually put it on. So I'd rather be able to cut away fabric than have it too short. And now I'm just serging the sides of the skirt to prep it for the zipper. And now I'm just sewing together the sides of the skirt that I previously serged, but also just like, look at how angry I look. I have this really bad habit of furrowing my brows when I'm concentrating, so I look like angry or upset. And just watching this back made me realize like how often I do it and I don't even notice. I just look so upset at this fabric, like it's personally hurt me. This skirt has been gathered. I am so close to the finish line. So now I am just pinning it to the top portion of the dress and going to be sewing it down. After I finish sewing the skirt portion to the top of the dress, I'm just going to serge that raw edge to keep the inside clean. I've now ironed the zipper seam open flat and have pinned the zipper in place. I don't like installing zippers, but this is always my favorite part of installing them, is being able to stitch rip
obviously carefully because I have occasionally accidentally stitch ripped into the zipper, but being able to stitch rip the zipper seam open and reveal the zipper, it's so satisfying. So now that the zipper is installed, it's a fully functioning dress for the most part. So here I am just trying it on, and this is where I start, reevaluating the length of the dress and seeing how short I want it. And you can see here I'm looking in a full body mirror off to the side and kind of holding it up, and yeah, so this is the method to the madness. So this is the finishing last touch to the dress, and that is including a small little iron hook at the top of the zipper just to make sure everything's secure. I also realized I never talked about how I finished the edge of the dress or the hem of the dress, and all I did is a double folded hem. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but I realized I didn't talk about that, so I did want to mention that briefly.